Today, I'm gonna show you how to record your lap times, and as a bonus, I'm gonna show you how to put a map of your track up here in the corner of the screen. The tools you're gonna need for this are, one, you're gonna need some sort of GPS tracker. Whether it's a LiPro on your bike or an Apple Watch or a Garmin GPS watch, you're gonna need something that records your lap times. I wouldn't recommend trying to attach your phone to your bike because, well, it could fall off and break. After we record our lap times, we're gonna use a tool called MxBuddy to import those laps onto the phone. I'm sure the first question that I'm gonna get is, why don't you use LiPro to record your laps? I did start out using LiPro. I think if you're just MX guy, LiPro's fine. But if you ride cross country or enduro, LiPro has a limit on how long those lap times can be. And that limit, when I was using it, was 8 minutes. If your lap times are longer than 8 minutes, which in hare scrambles, enduros don't really have laps, but in hare scrambles, the lap times could be anywhere from 15 minutes to 25 minutes. It doesn't work with LiPro. MxBuddy is a great app. I've been using it for 2 or 3 years. I think it's a one-time fee on the iPhone of like $6 when I bought it. And the guy is a software developer from Germany, and he makes updates like 3 or 4 times a year, fix bugs, add features. So I think it's a great tool for what I use it for. The first thing you need to do is pick a point on the track that's gonna be your start-finish line. So I'm gonna use this little straight up here to enter the track, probably in 2nd or 3rd gear, probably going 20, 25 miles per hour, so that my first lap is not a throwaway lap. I just want to do 3 laps and have all 3 laps be approximately the same speed. Pick that point of the track, enter the track with some speed, and make sure you ride through that when you finish. Don't just stop right there. Make sure you carry speed through the finish line. Let's get out there and record these 3 laps, then I'll come back and show you what to do. I use an Apple Watch. What I need to do is go to the workout app. I use the open cycle, and I just need to start this. So it's gonna give me a countdown, 3, 2, 1. It's not like I have to go right now because this isn't gonna get counted. It's only gonna start counting when I cross that start line that I draw on the map. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this as our run up. We're gonna get up to about 20, 25, like we would be exiting that corner, and we'll just start our lap right when we hit that straightaway. That was fun. A couple crap turns, but other than that, it was fun. I did that, it was like 10 minutes. Once my watch gets near the phone, it's gonna automatically download that into the fitness app. All right, so this is the home screen of MxBuddy. You can see it's set a picture there, your name, and there's a lot of other features that I don't use, like set goals or bike maintenance. I don't really use that feature. So I have my old bike in here and my new bike. And what I'm gonna do is come in here to tracks and add a new track and just say Dark Horse Vet Old. So I hit done and save, and we're gonna set up the track. We're not gonna set up the track now. We're gonna set up the track when we import our session. So I'll go over to the start. This is how you import. I wanna set the track over to Dark Horse Bet, and the soil is hard out here. And I'm on my KTM XCF. And I will hit start. And you can see here, this is where you have the options between Garmin and Apple. So I'll choose the Apple, and it's gonna bring all the workouts that I have. So I'm gonna select that 10-minute run, which is right at the top. Full session, which full session is nice because you get the heart rate and the GPS. So Now I have to click the track setup button. And you can see that it brings in, I don't know if this is Google Maps or Apple Maps, the track. And you have two options to set up your track. You can do the start finish at the same place, so which is a circuit, or you could do a linear, which is great for enduros. If the start and the finish are not at the same place, you can set up the start to be 10 miles from the finish. So I'm gonna zoom in here. Right where I enter the track here is where I want the start to be. So I'm gonna put a pin here and a pin here. And there's my start line. You have to make it wide enough so that if there's any error in the GPS, it still gets picked up and you trip through that wire. And now the track is set up and I'm gonna hit save. You can see my 5 laps down there. The reason why there's 5 is because I had that little stretch before and that little stretch after. But you can see that only the middle 3 are really highlighted. So that is what it's showing as a complete circuit. Now I wanna click save. Any session notes. Nice weather. Oh, Chris. My hands are still vibrating from the handlebars. So I'm gonna go over to results now, and you can see Dark Horse is at the top, and here's where my times were. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, so that's great. My times were 2 minutes. But here's where this app becomes very good. You can see my heart rate was 143, 156, and 160 for lap 3. If I open the GPS analysis, this is where it is going to show me what I actually did. And you can see that my data is a little bit different than the Apple Maps data because they reconfigured the track within the last couple of years. Don't worry about that. So if I click play, and then now play again at the bottom, you can see it's gonna play through, and you can see I got up to 29 miles per hour there. That's where I took that tabletop. And let's see what I got up to at this stretch. I come out of the cavity right here. Looks like I got up to 32 there. Yeah, so I topped out at 32 before I started slowing down to go into that right-hand sweeper. So that's a nice feature. I love to see like what my top miles per hour was. I like to see where my top miles per hour was. I also like to see where I started slowing down, because I should be slowing down closer to the corner instead of in the middle of the straightaway. Now, here comes another cool feature. Let's close out of this, and I can select, oops, I think I have to play. Yes. Okay, so I'm on lap 1, but I want to see lap 1 versus lap 3. So now I got both of them on there, and I can see, let's minimize that, and I can see lap 3 is going to be the red dot, and lap 1 is going to be the black dot. LiPro has this feature, so if you're kind of used to this, it looks like it's white, but the legend is black down there. So if you've used LiPro, you're kind of already used to this feature, this versus feature. You can see how they're gonna do compared to each other. Let's see how I go into this cavity down here, which one I take better corner speed. Yeah, it looks like my exit speed on lap 3 was a lot better. Let's see if that translates to straightaway speed. I actually didn't get as high. I didn't get as fast in the straightaway, but that allowed the lap 1 tracking to catch up a little bit there. I botched that corner a couple times, so yeah, I mean, that's what we're seeing there. Now that we have this data in our phone, the bonus of this video is how do we take it and put it on a video? I'll show you that next. Now that you know how I did the recording on the track, here's some bonus content for you. So how do I get that track map onto my video? First thing I do is go to my MxBuddy, to the GPS analysis. I take a screen recording on my phone. So there's no way to export that video of the track map from MxBuddy. So what I do is I just set up a screen recording of the phone, and then I push the play button, and you know the little dot goes to the track. And after that, after I've gotten either all 3 laps, or if I'm doing a enduro or hare scramble the whole race, I transfer that screen recording over to my computer, and I overlay that screen recording on top of the footage of the race, on top of my GoPro footage. The trick there is you don't want to start chopping up your GoPro footage until you have that overlaid and you have it matched. If you don't care too much, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time matching up the footage. But if you're kind of particular, you want to look at where the miles per hour are going up and where the engine noise is coming out of the corner, where the engine noise is obviously when you're accelerating. So it does take a little bit, and I usually go to like 2 or 3 corners to see like if it's pretty close. I try to get it pretty close. And then once you have those 2 matching, you can start chopping up your video if you want to. So once I have it imported into the app, I crop the top and the bottom off of that frame. That gets a nice almost square. So I put it up in the upper left-hand corner, and then I add about 70% transparency, and that's it. That's all it takes. It's a little bit cumbersome, but I think it adds a nice little addition to the videos. And if you like this video, go ahead and tell the YouTube algorithm that you liked it and smash that like button. If you want to see more of these types of videos or my race videos, subscribe to this channel for more great content. Thank you.